forgot to tweet. But now I tweeted. Was I playing with the controller before? I feel like I was playing with the controller before. I don't think I need to. It's not really the sort of thing that I think controller's gonna matter all that much. But I'll go ahead and plug in my controller and see if it'll let me use it without restarting the game. Wait, no, I wasn't using my controller. Wait, I wasn't using my controller. I was using mouse and keyboard. That's right. Mouse input's way better. Why would I play this without... Okay, sorry. I just had like this moment where I was like, wait, what was I using? I can believe that it's like a week away, and I'm very excited. I don't feel like doing that one. Let's go this way. So I want to go down here. I need to readjust these panels to go down. I think I'm getting a key for that from Devolver. I need to look into that. What's wrong? How's that not right? Yellow's one tile. Oh, it's because these are one tile as well. Can I really change that? Do I have the power to change that? Okay. Yeah, despite how excited I've been for it, I've really kind of not been paying attention for more news, I guess. What's different between these two? Are these the same? Wait, I'm so confused. Are these the same? They're the same except for this one is lit up. It's the only difference. Okay. Let's see. Like, this would be valid, but now they're kind of both conjoined. Can I conjoin these and get the same thing? That might work. What would that look like? So it'd be kind of cutting it off here, 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 which might get me in trouble. And there. Okay, that one matches. There we go. That was a really interesting one. I don't know if that was the only solution, but the fact that I had to conjoin the shapes was kind of made for an interesting result, I think. Okay, I think that's the orientation I want for that. Which means for this one... I think I'm gonna have to make this one get out of the way. Like, it's probably just not gonna let me... How do I get these two connected now? Okay, weird, but that works. Do something like this. This right here is... Wait, if I do this... Do I actually want to flip this shape, like do this, and then I have something different to work with? No, because if I do this, then I have to cut this one off differently. Also now these are conjoined, so that's a problem. I think this is the only configuration that really works, right? Because otherwise I end up with this, and this is inherently a problematic shape. This is the only configuration that works, but I might be able to putz with some things. Like I can do this to cut this down just a bit. Can't really do anything else other than put that tile there. Oh no, that tile there breaks it as well. I don't think I can add anything else to the shape, so I should just look at what I can do here. So this J matches this J just fine as long as I can cut this shape off and stuff. Oh, that's it. It's just this because that's also a 2-tile shape. Okay, awesome. No, that shape's not gonna work. So these are forced to be off. That's inconvenient as well. What does that really tell me? I could do this to box it in. No, without being able to put that one there. I'll never be able to box it in like that. Okay. So right now I'm really focused on how to get this piece up here to match this piece down here, considering I have these tiles locked. It'll never rotate this way. Hey, Carrie. It'll never rotate any way in which any of the tiles would land below the shape. So it's obviously being rotated the other way. But if it were rotated the other way, then it would run off the edge, right? It would go boop, boop, boop. Oh no, that'd be fine. So it would be this tile right here. But then I would need to be able to fill in this tile, right? Unless I can extend it down, right? If I can do this shape right here and then add this one, then I'm fine. But now I just need to figure out what that looks like here. I think it's this. It's this one I need to work out, right? And then it cuts off here. It's how that affects this one that's I'm a little uncertain of. Like, the white ones are fine now, it's now the black one that's an issue. Okay. Just uncolor it, man. It's not that hard. These shapes have to match, so that much is set in stone. And it can't combine with this shape, so that means I have to, like, build a wall around it. I think I think the amount I just drew is required. Yeah. Nailed it. I accidentally cleared the board. I would like to leave my solution up there because I'm pretty proud of that. I feel like I solved that one really quickly. I gotta tell you, I'm pretty proud of that. Okay, well this is a lot to take in. Okay, so that satisfies all the black tiles. Now I just have to make these white tiles make sense. Oh my god. Is there anybody ever who solves puzzles faster than that? I think not. Actually, these puzzles are like fairly susceptible to process of elimination in a good way, in a way that I like. I like how nice. I think one of the things that drives me nuts about some puzzle games that are sufficiently complex is that not enough effort is taken to make them uniquely solvable, and these, obviously, a lot of care have been put into making them uniquely solvable. This game is extremely cool. Alright, let's take a look at this one. These tiles are all fixed, they have to have this shape, so the things I know are as follows. Wait, I'm underthinking this one again. Yeah. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, it's gonna be solving these in the middle that's gonna be the challenge, I think. It's this guy down here that's causing problems again. Okay, so just like trying to form a rationale. Let's assume that this one has to be off. Okay, this one being off seems like me starting from an assumption that this one right here has to be on, seems to be what's causing me a lot of problems. So let me start off by assuming. Oh, that's why. That's why I did that. Okay, so the reason why I rationalized that this one had to be on was because otherwise, if this one were off, which it has to be, because it's locked, then this one has to be off because of the symmetry here. Which means it would connect to this one if it were off, so it has to be on. And that now tells me that they all need to have this shape right here. Now this one can't just be on, it has to be off, which means that I need this tile right here to take out this corner. Which means that all the shapes now need to get that piece. Which is what's led me to this solution, where if I fill this one in, I satisfy all the shapes. Well, I stopped satisfying this one, but I satisfy all the shapes, but without the dots. And if I leave this off, I don't satisfy this shape. I'm liking it. It's basically The Witness, but, So it's definitely got a lot of the same elements of puzzle design as The Witness. But it's its own thing. It's very unique. There's specific shapes or numbers of on-offs. So the symbols that are in this one are the diamonds, which the diamonds you can only have 2 of the same color in one region. So these 2 white ones can be together, but I can't just have a region with only 1 white. You see that one's invalidated. And I can't have a region with 3 whites. Now all these are invalidated. So it needs to be exactly 2 per region. Well, 2 or 0, I guess. Whatever. And the line is actually a really interesting one. This little line that you see here means that I have to match the shape. As in, you see that this region that contains a line right here, it contains this line right here. That means that I need to build that exact same shape on top of the other lines. It's like an anchored shape copy, essentially. Yeah, so you see I built the same S shape here. And I've got the S shape here, and I've got the S shape here, and they're all anchored at the same location. There's a variant of this rule that allows for you to rotate the pieces, but the straight line here means you don't rotate it. This one's tricky though. This one's giving me some trouble. I've tried to logic myself to this exact point, and it has not produced a right answer, which means one of the assumptions I'm making... I'm sorry. One of the assumptions I'm making is faulty. I don't know which, but I'm trying to take a methodical approach, okay? So, since this one's colored in right here, both of these are locked, I can't unlock them. That means that I already know what shape I have to start on the other ones, but since this one's locked in the off position, that means that the region has to be an off region for this one. And because of that, it can't connect to this one, which means that this one has to be on to be separated from it, which includes this tile, which means all of them need to get that little small L shape. And if that's the case, then in order to enforce the small L shape in some of these, like right here, I need a tile in the top right to cut it off, which adds to this shape right here. Oh yeah, red. And so this right here is pretty damn close to a perfect answer. This shape right here is invalidated by the fact that it jumps over to here. Like it connects to this right here, and that's making a mess of things. And the triangle, or the diamonds, are not being honored. They're not being... Sorry, man, I'm just like so yawning. I'm so tired today. I've just been so constantly tired today. I think maybe I'm just making a weird assumption. I just need to come back to this one later, I think. I'll get it eventually. I need to come back to it. Shut up, Google. Nobody cares. Okay. So, I mean, it's possible that this is just the shape, right? That's just a single tile or something like that? How do I work with that? That looks correct. Easy. I might go get a Red Bull. I've only got like warm Red Bull in the fridge because I have... So now you see the slashed ones. This means that you need the same anchored shape, but it can be rotated. Like for instance, this right here is a rotated version of this anchored at the same location. How's this not right? Oh, because that's 2 tiles. Okay, yeah, there it is. The J's. The only last rule that's maybe not obvious from looking at this is that if you have different colored dashes or slashes or whatever, the only relationship between them is that they can't have the same shape. So I can't just like do this right here, where all of these are going to be like a single tile as their shape, because it invalidates the shape that there is another colored shape that has the same configuration. So like they need their own thing. I think this is the right answer. Why is that not the right answer? I guess I need to extend it out one more. Oh, okay, and then this. That's right. Because in this configuration right here, the yellow and the teal shape are the same shape because it's just the same shape but rotated. But by doing this, it's actually 2 different shapes because it's anchored at a different point inside the shape. A very... like, we're getting into like the real sauce of the rules here. It's been challenging so far, but I found some of it to be less difficult than the witness. Maybe it's just because like the search space is different? Bigger, smaller? I don't know. I guess the search space in this would actually be bigger, but it's like, I found most of it has been, I would say, easier than The Witness. Personally. I'm like circling the region of a right answer here. I just don't know how to get there. I'm making this one hard for no reason. Is that what we're doing? We already did all these, and these, that, and these. this one I wasn't able to figure out before. I wonder if I'm smarter now. There's this pole sticking out of the water. So these puzzles are governed by the markings that are on the sides of the panels. So like if you look at it with a correct solution, you can see the markings on the side of the panels indicate which ones need to be filled in. And they come in pairs, so the pairs are opposite to one another. It's just how you solve some of the more complicated ones, like, hey, all the sides fell off of this one, so you just do the opposite of the left-hand side. And that idea gets more and more fucked up as you go on. This one, that pole's empty as far as I can tell. And there's a button over here for this guy, but it's like missing parts of it. And my guess was that the thing in the water was the opposite of this one, but I don't know. Let me go grab a drink real quick while I think about it. Okay. How's everyone doing? Like audio, thank you so much for the resub. Yeah, maybe I need to hunt down a new area because I don't have any good brainwaves for how to solve that one at the moment. How do I get over there? Oh, okay. Well, if you say so. So I need to finish the art installation to get this one. There's still a lot of types of symbols I haven't solved here. I don't know this one. Don't know this one. Don't know what this one's trying to ask me about, really. Still don't know what the deal is with this window. Nothing on screen seems like directly communicated to me. There's this wine rack right here, but I'm having a hard time discerning meaning from it. Interesting. I'll come back to that one again, obviously. This one really... I really wasn't certain about that one. It looks like it's asking me to do something about the tree, but it's not obvious to me how these connect. You can get a view of under the tree from the water and above the tree from up here. Like, how would I piece that information together? What does that tell me? What am I putting in here? I don't really understand this region yet. Is it a symmetry question? Is that what it is? Okay, I just haven't gone this way. I've never walked up this way, so that's on me. Like a whole region of the map I just never went to. Okay, so I'm just inputting where the leaves are tallest. So this branch is higher. Okay. Now I'm starting to understand the inputs. So this is the higher branch. This is the higher branch. These are the higher leaves. So it's sort of like a hierarchical marking of which one's the tallest. I'm like taking into account each element hierarchically. Okay, this is where it's starting to get like more abstract, I guess. This side's taller, then this side's taller. And then nothing. Why was it? Why was it left in this case? I'm looking at the shadow to see if it gives me anything, but the shadow doesn't even seem to clarify that one for me. Seems like the left side's taller here than there. Right, left. It considers the right-hand side to be the better one here. Why is that? I mean, I guess... Okay, it's not obvious to me then. Why did it go right? Maybe it's how high up the next, like, object or split appears? Very branching. Again, I don't mean to keep making the comparison, but think about like the way the witness works. This works the same way. You can just go and work on any area you want to. Why was the right-hand one correct here? Why was this branch right here? Oh, it's because the tip of it was the next, like, interesting thing that happened. And it was all the way up here? I I don't know that I have the full understanding of that mechanic, but I'm sure as I do more examples, it'll work itself out. So I would say this is the correct first step. Then for this one, it's this way, then this way. For this side, it's this way. For here, it looks like it's to the right, and then to the left, and then for the sides to the right. Okay. I think I feel like I'm starting to get what it's asking. Yellow with purples all around it? So that's this one. But how does that translate into anything? It's just counting the number of tiles next to it that have to match the... How many have to match it? Specifically. Oh, I think the lesson here is to not be fooled by the background color. Specifically count the number of yellow petals. I'll come back. I can tell that there's like a motif of connecting things. Like, I need to get something to connect to here, and that maybe powers something on. So, I'll come back and do that in a minute. Though I guess let me do this in the meantime, because I'll eventually go up that way too. I can see yellow and purple right there too. I don't know if that means anything. Nothing matching, so just checkerboard pattern. Everyone has one thing matching, so bigger checkerboard pattern. Everyone has two things matching. Oh no. What do you think? Hi?
Are you done with Speakle?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. Did you send me a message?
No, I'm sorry, I forgot.
I just was trying to be careful.
No.
How you doing?
Good.
Is your stream satisfactory?
I'm playing this.
That was supposed to be good. Alright, do you need anything?
Mm-mm. What would be the pattern if I wanted to get everything to match two things? Oh, okay. No, that doesn't work for this central column. Okay, if I started with the checkerboard, that gets everyone to like one thing. No, that gets everyone individual. So this was the extension for getting everyone to have two neighbors they liked. There we go. Okay, I think I have to power these on by connecting the thing like I was mentioning. Let me go down here to see like how is powering, because there's like a little symbol on this platform which I assume was indicating something about whether or not it was powered, and I was trying to get power somewhere else, but I don't know that it's working that way. Ah, so this is where the power actually comes from, is from here. So once I finish this panel, it sends power down here through this, I guess? Nice symmetrical solution. Interesting. So it's just this. Three of the same color. Yeah, the game's beautiful. And stars everyone's favorite girl, Mulbrook. Yeah, I think this one actually looks really striking. They've got a really highly stylized aesthetic that works really well for this game. This one's very tough. I need these to be surrounded by no colors that match it, and these to be surrounded by 2 colors that match it. If I'm interpreting the puzzles... If I'm interpreting the rules correctly, this one feels... initially feels impossible to me. Prediction. Do I have my prediction thing on screen somewhere? I heard it come up. Browser predictions overlay. There you go. Wait, which one's not satisfied? They all look satisfied to me. What? That one has 2. This one has none. This one has 3. Oh, this one has 2. There we go. Cool, I got my shortcut. What do you mean, dude? By having to click the thing in order to input it? Huh. So this one needs exactly 2 that match it. So let's assume, without loss of generality, that I color this one in initially. That means 2 of its neighbors need to be colored in as well. However, this one needs to have no neighbors that match it. Oh, wait! I can do this, and then I solved it. It's actually quite easy when you know, think about it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. There's probably a more efficient way to do that, but here we are. Hey everyone who decided to participate in the dumbest prediction ever. Congratulations on winning or losing. Just know that in my heart, you're all losers. Oh, that looked close. Oh, that's actually 5. Sorry, I can't count. That didn't make it better. That's fair. They're all very dumb predictions. Let's be honest. If it were something smart, it probably wouldn't be on my stream. I'm sorry, I'm just goofing with y'all. I think you're great. I really do mean that. I'm sorry, this game is vibesing out of control. Just unconscionable amount of vibes right now. Two, 2, 2, and 8. I keep going like I'm gonna go around this thing, and I remember, wait, there's more. Did I not change my title? I changed my title like 4 times. Did not change to... Did my title not change to Taiji? Oh, okay. Sorry. It's very confusing to streamers because very often, even though you may want to change your title, Twitch will say no thanks, so... If you make that joke to a streamer, they'll probably just like immediately panic that they fucked something up. You sort of understand the gist of Mahjong now? Good. It's not a terribly hard game to understand. There's a lot of nuance to it, and being good at it is very hard. Like, people write books on how to be good at Mahjong. And I still won't read them. But I think that's for an obvious reason. That's because books are cringe. This is an interesting situation. These two need to be the same color. These two tiles have to be the same color. So that means that because this immediately gets me up to 5, I need to incorporate this. Somehow. So just doing that? Gotta be there. Those two have to be the same color, I think. Because of this configuration right here. So just cut that there. Then I win? I win. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Wait, the solid yellow diamond is considered to be a match for the flower with all yellow petals? Oh no, this is a foul subversion of my expectations. Oh no. Yo, Sigma. Huh. There we go. Phew. That one really did take issue with me, huh? What have I considered to be the most evil mechanics so far? Well, I don't know that I've run into any mechanics yet at this point that I would consider like evil, but I'm really in love with the anchored shape mechanic. I like it a lot. I mean, it's definitely been the one that's caused me the most difficulty, but I don't know that I would complain about it in the slightest. I've been absolutely enamored by it, to be honest. It's such a cool mechanic. What are the pinwheel icons doing? They're checking to see how many tiles neighboring them are the same color. So count the yellow petals, that's the only thing that matters. Don't be fooled by the colors against other backgrounds or anything like that. Just count the yellow petals. So in this case, the background of this is gray, or it's off. It's in the off state. So so 4 yellow petals means that 4 neighboring cells need to be the same color as the background. And it's doing kind of a weird thing where it counts a fully colored in, like a flower like this one is considered to match. Well, it did in a previous. Okay, no, you're gonna take me back and you're gonna show me. Why did this match that then? Go ahead. Why did those match, buddy? Because I followed the rules and here it didn't. It says that this doesn't match. Why does that not match now? Is it because of this one here? Okay, it considers them a match now. Does that mean that's the only thing it would be willing to match with? That's really weird if so. Getting around this guy has proven to be quite challenging. So this purple matched with the purples in that? So I guess that's the takeaway, is that it's not necessarily that they're matching exactly, it's that this is satisfied to match with the existence of yellow inside that shape. Weird. Weird and wild. I'm like fixing them one at a time and then checking again, and that's probably not a great way to go about this. Alright. Let's go back to a methodical approach here again. Sup, Sir Sky? This does not serve me well. I need all three of these to be the same color. don't understand how these diamonds in the corner factor in. Well, I think that they're recognizing that there's multiple things in their region that have yellow in them. It seems like they respond a little funny to these flowers. The existence of yellow in this flower constitutes a yellow when it matches this, it looks like. That's the best I can tell from the information I have so far. Yeah, we've been to the diamonds area. I think the diamonds area is one of the areas I've cleared. Hold on, let me view my achievements. I may not have cleared the diamonds area. I mean, that's entirely possible. Well, that'll load eventually. Yeah. Still them trying to match over there that's causing the big problem. It's like they need to be isolated, but only sorta? Yeah, a lot of this game seems to have intentionally cribbed from the spirit of The Witness. Though I would argue that it's doing a somewhat unique thing, even if it's taking a lot of puzzle design choices from it. Man, this puzzle, this panel right here is giving me some real trouble. Let me go back to my old idea I had of like doing these rows. Because this does get very close to the right idea, it just needs a little bit of fudging to make it work. Was that the idea? I definitely would agree that it's not a rehash. Okay, let me do this the logical way. I know that these three have to be the same color by virtue of the placement of this tile right here. Like, there's just no other way around it. That's the only way you get two neighboring tiles to have the same color, is that these three have to be the same color. If that's so, this one could be the same color, but I think that's going to invalidate the diamond in this case. So, for that reason, these three have to be the same color. Now, these could be in one group, and these could be in one group. That's possible. And then I could do this. That's it. Okay. Man, I made that way harder than it needed to be. Way harder. I think the only way to make this work is to connect this yellow one with that. There's no way these two compare. It would be impossible for these two to pair. Wait, hold on. Both the yellow diamond and the purple diamond can pair with this. This guy doesn't give a shit. It's just looking for something. This guy right here doesn't care. This symbol right here does not care. But these guys just want one thing that matches their color No more and no less. And that gave it to them. Okay, that's a really... Wow, that's a really interesting way to contextualize that rule. Okay. This yellow is matched by that. This guy's happy. This one needs a little bit of work. I think this satisfies it. Yellow matches there. Purple matches there. White can connect by going there. And purple will match that. And I can get white in there? Boom, baby. What's up, gamers? I think maybe I've been misreading this one. I think I'm supposed to bring power in, not out. I'm gonna need to bring another platform over in a second, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. That wasn't meant to be a joke, but turned out to be one. How do I turn these on? Oh, there's one of these that's up. Wait, is that activated or not? No, it's not? Okay. See, it looked to me like I needed to bring power into this. I think power comes in here. Because if you follow the chain, it goes up here, then back down, and then hits the lamp at the very top. So that would suggest that this is an input of power, not an output. Oh, there are 4 platforms here. Okay. There are 4 platforms. I could technically solve this. Okay, what did this do? Did sending power here do anything? Oh, did that just, like, activate it and give it power so that I can now take that power and send it somewhere else? Okay, yeah, it's just a source of power now. Yeah, the flower mechanic is just the triangles from the witness, yes. Correct. If a flower only has one petal on it, I can't walk through it. This reminds me of the, what's the name of that famous problem with Euler? Bridges of Königsberg? It's like the problem that motivates understanding how Eulerian tours work on graphs. It's fine. Me either. I think I have to end on this tile. That's the only way I'll be able to have only one entrance to it. Because the tile to its left needs to be a different color. And I can't step on it to accomplish that. It means I need to turn all the tiles around it the other color. Which means I have to step on this tile, which means I can't leave this tile, which means this tile is where I have to end up. There we go. So I have to walk from here straight out to an edge. So it's this. Okay. This one I have to surround every tile, which means I'm going to end in the top right. If I'm going to start here, that means at some point I need to walk across that the yellow flower tile, and I will end up in the bottom left by the time I'm done. Yeah, if you understand how Eulerian tours work, you can actually glean a lot of information from the snake's flowers problem. Because, like, when you see a 3, that means that you're crossing this bridge, quote-unquote bridge, 3 times? So I know that I'm gonna have to... Well, I guess that's not true. No. I think I'm extrapolating a little too much here. I'm connecting it to that problem too much, because I was thinking to myself that meant that I needed to end up right next to this tile, but I think you can accomplish the same thing by just walking by it, so it doesn't quite work out perfectly. If I'm gonna start... Oh, no, this works. I cannot step on the tile below me. Okay, so I think I know the answer then. It's this. Oh, unwind that. Yeah, this way. There we go. Alright, garden's done. This one feels a little squirrely to me, but I understand what it's asking for generally now. I guess I can go test whether or not I'm right by going back to, going back to the other one of those I saw, right? The big one over by the lake. If I can solve the big one by the lake, then that's a good sign for me. Yeah, I didn't finish the diamonds, I guess. I've done most of these. There's still some I don't know, like this one right here. Okay, well, I guess now I can solve this one. I think this is supposed to just represent a 2. This might be a symbol I don't know, but for right now I'm treating it like a 2. That's funny. That's funny, Grizzly. I mean, it's possible that I'm just interpreting this one wrong. The eyes definitely look like just two dots, and I think that's what I'm supposed to be seeing here, is just two dots. It's hard for me to really interpret it as anything else. I feel like I'm on the right track here. Even if I assume that these are two dots, I'm not sure I see the solution. The all-purple flowers are giving me some issues. Is this a 4 and I don't understand? Or did I just read too much into this? Are the eyes nothing? Or are the eyes just nothing? If the eyes are nothing, that's a mean trick. I guess if I'm going to like continue down this train of thought, one thing I will say is I should have known, because the 2 is always stylized like this, 2 dots diagonal like this, and these 2 aren't diagonal, they're something else. It's possible that this is just a different symbol I haven't seen yet, I haven't encountered yet, and that I solved this early without knowing that symbol, but that's fine. Just trying to get the placement of these objects. Okay. So these ones can be rotated. So I think I'm supposed to interpret the lines on the road as the slashes for the anchored shapes, but with rotation. The horizontal ones as anchored shapes without rotation, and the signs on the road as the diamonds that need to be matched to something of the same color. And I don't see anything else in here that I'm compelled to believe is a shape that matters. Hello, Drex. Hello to my good friend Drex. These puzzles are all like looking at art and figuring out what's going on inside of them. So like this is this piece of art corresponds to this panel right here if you recognize that this is the 3-dot symbol, this is the 2-dot symbol, and it corresponds to the same location on the board. So you're supposed to, like, effectively transpose the matching symbols over onto this board and then solve the board. That's essentially what's happening. This piece of art has symbols on it that you can transpose over to the appropriate locations and then solve. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's valid so far. I just need to get the yellow to match them. This yellow is invalid because it's not inside of a region with another yellow. So I think I need to, like, get it in here somehow. And I can't do rotation for these, which is gonna make things harder on me. Anchor is right here. This one would need it here or here. Oh, this is so close. This actually feels remarkably close. Problem is that this is a hard shape to rotate. Man, this one's kicking my ass. All right, the symbols are here, here, there. Okay. Well, I mean, it's subjective. I mean, I don't know if you're making a joke. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at, like, answering questions earnestly when you're just making a joke. But you could interpret, like, the road lines here as diagonals. But I don't think that's a reasonable interpretation. I'm sure most of these puzzles have multiple solutions. I'm sure it takes the witness's approach of, like, solving, like, confirming that your solution is correct rather than having a fixed input that's expecting. No, I know. I mean, like, sometimes someone just does a goof in chat and I Sometimes just respond to it like it's 100% serious, when it's not always meant to be. Okay, that worked. I think I didn't come back to this one after I realized what this puzzle was actually asking for, and the reason why I didn't come back to it is because it's very stupid and I don't like it. This is so I don't know if you have any familiarity with The Witness, but this is basically the town in Witness. In The Witness, there's like one region that it's like, what if we just throw all of the mechanics together in like one big soup pot, and you know, hope that you good luck solving them, buddy. And this is basically here's some art. Your first task is figuring, like, it took me a little while to realize that these were pulling symbols from this right here in the middle is a single dot, which is a symbol that's used in the game. 2 dots, 2 dots, things like that. And then once you transpose them onto the board, now you're just solving a normal board. You're fine right now, Sigma, but do be careful, because like with The Witness, you know how like the game never really tutorializes you? It's very easy to have a misunderstanding of what the rules are, so if you state them flatly and I had a misunderstanding about how a rule works, then you might inadvertently like tell me how one of them works. So far we've agreed, I just, you know, careful. So, much like The Witness, I don't mean to keep drawing the comparison as if it's, like, pejorative. I mean it complimentary, to be honest. But much like The Witness, there is a region of the map that corresponds to each element. It teaches you as thoroughly as it can. So you enter that region, and it gives you simple puzzles to solve that you may not have any idea what the mechanic does, but after you see it 3 or 4 times, you can usually start to form an understanding of how it works. Well, I think there's I mean, I don't know if it was the point, but I do think that there's like a valid criticism to be made of like, hey, usually when the game gives you a 2 symbol, it's 2 diagonally from top left to bottom right. Does this count as a 2 right here because it's the opposite direction? I mean, I think so. I think it's fairly common sense that it does count, but maybe there is some, room for, I don't know, oh, wow, wait, do I just want to go up and down the diagonal? Is that what I'm actually trying to do? Does that work better? I don't know that I can get a connection, though. Like here, this is the minimum needed to connect these two diamonds to one another, and now, no, this should work, right? This, and then this should, solve it? Okay, yeah. I do want to build a snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? I think that puzzle games aren't everyone's cup of tea. Not everyone enjoys being stumped, and I think that that's a perfectly fine thing. But I think a lot of people limit themselves from playing puzzle games out of like a earnest belief that they can't do them. And a good puzzle game will like warm you up to it anyway. So you don't really have to. It's not like you're just jumping in, you know. Okay, so it's left first. And once it goes left, it looks like it's the far left is the next one up. And then for that one, it looks like the furthest left is the tallest. And then for this side here, God, this is just the tree puzzles from The Witness, but like with a different end goal. the Witness tree puzzles, but for fuckers. Complimentary. I think that's this, right? So it's like, because that guy goes all the way that tall. So now on the right side, which one of these goes higher? So it branches here. It would be the one on the left is the taller one, and for that one, the one on the left is the tallest, and for this one, I guess it's the middle one? Is it really this one? Is it not height, it's length? Nope, I'm just wrong. I'm just outright wrong. Okay. Let's figure out where my mistake is. These puzzles so this type of puzzle in The Witness really did benefit from having the ability to kind of like move around it. I appreciate the reflection being kind of the solution to that problem, and it is an intriguing solution. But I'm not sure that it's a perfect solution. So this one, the middle one goes... Oh, you know what? It wouldn't be this one. It would be this one, wouldn't it? Okay, well, I got too excited that I had definitely figured out my mistake, and it was not my mistake. I guess... I mean, it's really a matter of perspective, but maybe I am supposed to... I'm gonna fiddle with this row right here. Is this one the one that I'm misunderstanding? No, that doesn't seem to be where my error is. This seems like the correct answer here. Is the right-hand side, did I misjudge? Am I supposed to be interpreting this as being the higher of the two elements? Doesn't look like it. It really doesn't look like it. If that's where the error is, that's... Okay, good. This tree in particular is giving me a really rough time. Okay, this one I just outright had wrong. I think I'd been misunderstanding it as being height, but it's really more about length, right? Because this branch right here is much longer, even if this one does reach higher. Which leads me to wonder why this one's the right one. Why is this rightmost branch? I mean, I guess I'm supposed to interpret this branch as being higher than the tip of this one and the joint here. I can understand this one not being right, but the way that this one cuts through the tree and kind of pokes out the top really does look like it's taller. But I'll take it at its word. If it says that that's right, then that's right, you know? Is there a panel around here for me to input this one? Give me a panel, you coward. I ain't afraid, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. My puzzles are too strong for you, traveler. I didn't figure out what these were trying to communicate to me. There's something going on with these puzzles that I deeply do not understand. I get that for the tiles I can see that I input them exactly as is. That part I get. I don't understand the ones where the tiles are missing. I feel like the game is expecting me to infer it from surroundings in a way that doesn't make sense to me. Like this, it's like a black border, so I inferred that this would be a white tile. But why? Why do I infer that? And furthermore, let's say that you do just accept that the places where there's missing tiles, it's the opposite. Then why is this one white where this one's black? I feel like I'm missing something really significant for these puzzles. Like, here's exactly what I've input correctly. I don't know if I'm supposed to find the rest of it somewhere else, or if I'm supposed to infer it from what I have in front of me, or what. There's like information missing, and I can't tell if I'm supposed to deduce it or if I'm supposed to discover it. These feel underspecified to me, and I don't recall ever being taught them in a way that, like, confirmed it for certain, so the only place I can think of where I've gotten, like, a quote-unquote lesson on that puzzle type isn't even really a lesson on that puzzle type, to be fair. It's these tiles over here. This puzzle type seems woefully under-specified in a very frustrating way. Hey, Glacier Wolf. Clearly. Why? Why, though? But why? Yes, thank you. No offense, I just, I don't understand how I'm supposed to get there. Remember those puzzles in The Witness that were just like, hey, here's how you make the boat move? I really feel like this game was like, yeah, we're gonna do that, but for fuckers. Yeah, it's just pairing them up. Okay, alright. Think about it fresh. Hey, Illustrious, this game's super good. I can't just do that. That's bad. That does not work. Any road that goes to the right from here to get to one of those blues is not going to succeed without going through too many yellows. So it seems like the only path for the blues is to go straight down. And that really sets what I think the rest of the puzzle will end up being in motion. Hey, Gilder. Thanks for the raid, friend. Is this it? So this doesn't have... So this is right, except for the middle ones are still unmatched. Because I can't change these colors. Was the game fun? I popped by for a little bit to look at the aesthetics of it. It wasn't quite what I was expecting, but it looked really nice. But I didn't get a chance to stick around for long enough to see much of the gameplay. Was it fun? Do you recommend it? So if these are locked in the off position, then they're gonna have to be connected. That part's obvious. Which means that these two are gonna have to be activated to cut them off. Very cool. Awesome. Is this it? Is this... Okay, that took me a hot second to figure out.
Never give up.
Almost there, Norstump. Almost there. I've been thinking about my emotes lately and how I kind of want to redo my emotes in favor of just like homogenizing a lot of like Bubzet themed emotes. I don't know if I'm gonna kind of like sit with that idea for a little while, but nice, Gilder. What do you mean Toadette to Bubzet? I mean, I do have a few Toadette emotes, yeah. At one point, me and Red had talked about possibly converting those to Bubzet emotes, and we just never did. We just never did much with that idea. Don't really know how to proceed here. These two are set in stone. This one has to be off. There's no way this can be on. That would fail. Which means these two have to be joined. So what I have on the board right now, I think is required. So the way the diamond symbols work is they're looking for one object in their region to have the same color as them. Exactly one object. Yeah, the dash tiles can't be modified. It's that. That's the solution. I just didn't see how to cut those off. Okay, this one's fixed on, this one's fixed off. Is it gonna be like this? This has to be filled. It's the only way. Well, not necessarily. Yes, this one has to be filled. That one, that I do know. That's correct. So these tiles are required in this configuration. Oh, It feels like it ends up forcing me into this. Oh, is it this simple? It was that simple the whole time. So these symbols are satisfied by seeing something in their region that matches their color exactly. That's it. So right now, these diamonds are unsatisfied because they see too many yellow things. But for instance, I just satisfied these two diamonds because they both see only one other thing that has the same color as them. Okay, well that one's too easy. I feel like if you give the puzzle this much structure, it becomes too easy. Thank you. Thank you for ruining that structure. Oh, here we go. The furnace for this one that I never found. These are locked on, which is gonna be a problem. It means I'm gonna have to create a region that goes all the way around the board, like this, for them to match each other. It's not the only way I can make that work, but it's damn near the only way I can make that work, I'll be honest with you. Both of these being forced on really messes me up a little bit. Yeah, you I joke around a lot on stream. Can I just say, jokes time. I'm hitting the pause button on jokes time for a minute. I dunk on Jonathan Blow a lot, and I think that's fine. I don't really care for the man, but The Witness, his creation, is quite good. It's a very good game. It stands up on its own. I know that the jokes that I make about The Witness, or about The Witness and Jonathan Blow, might suggest that it's worth dodging. I think that the game is still pretty fantastic. And I think it's worth a play. If you find that man unsavory enough that you want to duck the game, I understand. But I think that the game still warrants being played. Quite a lot. I think it warrants it. Say what you will, he has made a video game in his life. That is true. Okay. It absolutely is a pile of pretentious bullshit if you engage with the parts of it that are a pile of pretentious bullshit. 100% you got the right read on that one. And yet, I believe that the game is worth playing. Oh, video games in general absolutely are art. 100% they're art. I will argue this till my last breath that video games are art. That would be awesome, Sigma. I hope you do. I have some friends who are setting up an Archipelago multi-world randomizer, and I'm probably going to play The Witness for it, by the way. I don't know why I'm telling you, I just thought you might be interested in knowing. There are a lot of art games out there that slack on the gameplay element. But, I mean, at the end of the day, like, that's fine. But as with film or any other medium, there are definitely instances of art that are sometimes huffing their own farts. You know, there are movies that exist only so that... I'm sorry. That's going to be really reductive if I phrase that sentence that way. There are movies that go very hard on the artistic expression and move away from a earnest telling of a straightforward story. And there are books that are nearly impossible to read and are basically just expressions of a very... Anyway, I think my point's been made. I don't know how to phrase the sentences in the way that I'm going to be happy with, so I'm going to not phrase them, and you're going to understand what I mean by me not saying them. I think it is true that some games forget to put the game in them. I think that that statement, for better or for worse, is accurate. I have played some of those games. No, I think The Witness definitely has a lot of game in that game. Is this an instance of me, like, trying to force myself to color that tile in when it doesn't need to be? Can I make a negative space that's the right size? I just don't see how I'm going to make a negative space at the correct size. I think in general, if you're like, I want to play The Witness, but I keep hearing it referred to as quote-unquote art, just like Gilder said, don't touch any of the audio logs. Or if you do, feel free to press the audio log and laugh along at home. I think that some of the quotes are really interesting, but I think just their framing ends up being more comedic than anything. Unintentionally comedic. Accidentally ironic. Oh, I just realized why this is so hard for me is because I'm going about this in a silly way. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Isn't that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've only got 9. Okay. I need to take away 2. Okay, this did not work as easily as I thought it might. I really thought I had something here. That's fine, my Lexi. The sad part is that despite its failings, it is one of the most brilliant puzzle games I've ever played. It is a top... At this point in my life, maybe it's lowered to top 5, but for a long time it was my number 1 game. Then I played La Mulana and it was a top 3 game for me. At this point it's probably still top 5. So it is a bummer that it would put anyone off that much, but I understand that sometimes it's just hard to get around that sort of framing. It's just really tough. And I don't blame anyone for it. I feel like the Looker is something I really want to replay sometime soon. It was really good. It was just a really solid laugh, you know? Can I just tell you that this corner right here, this corner happening right here, is driving me up the fucking wall. I don't understand how I'm supposed to do this, because these tiles right here, the ones that I just placed, all seem required to me. At least to my current way of thinking. There's not enough white dots to, like, coalesce them into one big group to get around this issue. So these all seem required. The question is, how do I get this guy? Well, you would join in by me adding this. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That seems fine to me. Dare I say, I'd go as far as to say that it's correct. I mean, these two are definitely satisfied, right? This is a size 9 region. This guy's satisfied. This guy's satisfied. That guy's satisfied now. The only guy who's unhappy is this one, and all I gotta do is color that in, and that's easy. Like, how hard could that really be, if I'm being honest? Baba Is You was such a good game that I was just not smart enough to beat. I really wanted to play a lot more of Baba Is You, but I just struggled too hard. My struggling was getting to a point where it was, like, preventing me from enjoying it. There's, like, no way for me to frame this without it not coming across the way I mean for it to, but ultimately, I was having a really hard time engaging with it in the way that I wanted to. I found myself spending unbelievable amounts of time just like staring at boards trying to solve them unsuccessfully, and it got me a little frustrated here and there. That is absolutely a me problem. The game is fantastic. I've since tried to treat Baba Is You as basically like, this is a game I play on my laptop when I go on a plane or something like that. Fortunately, I haven't taken any flights in the last 3 years, so my progress on Baba Is You has stagnated. Seven? There we go. Oh, I loved Patrick's Parabox. Holy shit. I loved Patrick's Parabox. Its style of puzzles just don't lend themselves as much to the like, oh god, that's the cleverest shit I've ever seen kind of responses, though. I love Patrick's Parabox, man. That game was so good. Yeah, I never actually finished Parabox, at least not in the sense of getting 100% of the panels, I don't think. Maybe I did, I don't remember. But man, I loved that game so much, it was so good. I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming. It was gonna start using the diamonds with the dots, and the dots would be colored, so that's how you would pair them up. I knew that was coming. Yeah, Parabox succeeded, in my mind, so well. I think one of the things that made Parabox so good was that pretty much any puzzle that was like... I do a lot. I play a lot of puzzle games, so I think I have something of an aptitude for them. But most of the puzzles that were really challenging were put in sort of an optional space. There's definitely challenge to be had, but you will have to recognize if you're going to play it that, I definitely had some times where I was playing it where I was like, this feels a bit too easy, but I don't think that feeling sticks around, in my opinion at least. I think the game just kind of has its ebbs and flows, you know? Like so many other things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. It's pretty much the only solution for that part. I don't have enough tiles to grab a second yellow one. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna like that. I was pretty sure that broke the rules. I mean, Parabox is another one of those games that does not tutorialize, right? Like, you're expected to figure it out through example, so... To the extent that the mechanics can get quite challenging, it always does give you some really simple examples to start off with, which I think are good. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't want my comment to come across as, like, me being critical. I think that, I think the extent to which it tries to be easy at certain times is a small grace. It's not, failing. I was just saying I did have some times where I was like, oh, this feels a little too easy, but I don't think that that's like an overall feeling. I definitely walked away from it feeling like it was quite challenging, actually. The max difficulty ramps up quite a lot. The post-game has a lot of, like, challenge puzzles, where not only does it do some really wild, difficult things, but it also tries out some different rules, like, what if this rule were totally different? Which is, I don't know if you've ever played a puzzle game that's done that before, but I haven't. I've never played a puzzle game that gives you a puzzle that's like, what if the rules were just totally different? That really messed with my brain. And it's like subtle stuff that's not obvious. It's like if you push a box into an item, right? Like there's a certain priority. The item goes inside the box. And they just changed rules like, okay, this thing actually has priority instead. It has higher priority to do this task instead. And it's like, I've got to like unlearn 20 hours of gameplay to be able to even start to process this puzzle. I thought it was really cool. I'd never seen a game do that before. Baba probably would have benefited from more easy puzzles at the right times. It definitely had some moments where it was like, you can't keep hitting me with these hard ones. I can't handle it. This one's tricky. This region's fine, this region's fine. The only thing that's wrong is that this yellow needs to be with that one. You know, Baron, I've heard that exact criticism for why a lot of people don't like La Moana, is that they don't feel like... I think Derek pretty much said this exactly quite recently, finishing La Moana 2. He was saying that the euphoria you feel for solving a puzzle is almost totally invalidated by the fact that you're immediately... You know, the small amount of progress you get, you immediately find yourself in another hour or two of no progress. Which I get. I mean, that's a criticism I can't really argue with. That's totally valid. I need to think about where the tiles are located. This structure right here doesn't give me anything doing it this way. This puzzle has such a weirdly tight space to it that it's very difficult to carve out. Oh my god, I think I just saw the solution, and I realized that if I just thought about the structure for a second, that it might have been obvious to me. As soon as I recognized the inherent structure to the problem, I realized that I bet I could come up with a similarly symmetric solution for it. That was kind of funny. That was kind of funny to me. I enjoyed that. I already solved these, didn't I? Probably fairly often. That's one of the reasons why I've kind of been finding it a little silly how much this game is offering up symmetric boards, because I think that does end up producing symmetric solutions too often. Like, easily discoverable symmetric solutions, I guess I should say. The answer's just this, but... My friend, you cannot walk across this. This is not an option. This is probably the solution I want, right? That gets me over here once I come up with a solution to the rest of it. Yeah. So there's 20 minuses here. So this is valid. Yes, it's just subtraction. Oh, you know what? I think I've been trying to do a shorthand for the math in my head that's just absolutely wrong. Just wrong entirely. Huh, okay. I realize now that while I do understand the rule, I was ignoring the rule in favor of a quick shorthand in my head that was incorrect. 9 and 16 is 25. So there's... Hold on. Wait. Am I being dumb? Is this... Oh man, I really thought I had been being dumb. That's the last thing I want to be. Because there's 25 squares, and these dots make up 25, but with the subtractions, there's only 20 subtractions, so... Again, I think I'm still trying to do like a shorthand math in my head that's not going to work. So this right here has 8 minus 3, that's 5, so that will work. Huh. Okay, I mean, I understand that this works. My brain's trying to come up with a new shorthand that's going to help me with this, and I think that that's a mistake to be focused too much on that. One second, I want to look at my environment a little closer. So there's like an interesting spot here. Am I trying to build the bridge there and then I can go around and get to it? Maybe? Like, am I so focused on making the path in a weird spot that I don't recognize there's an easier path? Right, like this, I guess, is legal. But does that help me in some way? It doesn't seem like it does. This is 1310, okay. Ten and 5. Minus 5. So I run into a problem if I don't add together even numbers. Like, I can do this. Oops. I can do this. I don't... I do not see this one even a little bit. Am I stupid? Am I the dumb one here? Because this is so obvious, and I think I landed on this earlier, right? Didn't I land on this solution earlier, and then I've now put together 3 other pieces of this puzzle that should have gotten me here, and yet I never just did this? I never just did this? I feel like I might be the dumb one here.
Yep.
Hello?
How much longer do you think you're gonna go?
I can stop soon.
No, I was just curious. You don't have
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know why I was doing anything else. I don't know why I do anything. Ever. So I don't have enough tiles to connect them. That's a no-brainer. But if I do this, I end up getting too many tiles on the 6. Hey Sky, thanks for the raid. So it's just like this, and then connect it into one of those? Okay. Wait, why did that not light up? All 3 of these are... Is the yellow one not lit? It looks like it is. I guess it's not. Well, that was it. Why did I hit the reset button? There we go. Now I can go do this puzzle. Alright. Oh, is that so? Isn't there a feature to, like, turn that on so you can see it? Yeah. So you can get really close to the right answer, but just can't seem to get it right. See, this is the right answer, except for that one guy's mad. One, two, three, four, five. Yep, can't flip a lot of these. What's the goal? Satisfy all the objectives on the board. My current objectives are these squares with dots in them. They tell me the size of the regions that they need to be contained within. 20. So there are no leftover squares, which means this filled in one has to be part of the 6 and 6. That's good to know. I guess that's not entirely true. It could be part of this 5 right here. But if it were, then it would have to contain this 6 as well, and these two in the same cell just can't happen. Which leaves me only with the choice that it has to be part of the 6 and 6. Which means there's a hole here somewhere. Because now this is 13, so one of the corners I can lop off in order to address that. There it is. Easy. Wonder if the lake is the same as the lake in The Witness. Is this a new area I haven't been to? I did those. Did those. Okay, it's not or, is it and? No. This is just counting in binary. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Am I supposed to notice that the pillars for different numbers are colored differently? Is it exclusive or? It could be exclusive or. Okay, it's exclusive or. Is it still exclusive or? It does seem to still be exclusive ore. That's the left configuration. Oh, is it exclusive ore again? Oh, wow. Where'd I get those inputs? Oh, the concrete on the left of this pole and the concrete on the right of this pole correspond to inputs. So there was concrete on both sides, so I didn't do that one. Only on the left, so I did that one. Only on the right, so I did that one. On both sides, I didn't. Only on the right, only on the left. Oh, is that why they were colored down there? Is they were indicating, like, this line's good if it... So it's just enumerating a bunch of inputs for, like, exclusive... Okay, got it. I get it now. I mean, can you really know these other ones? Oh yeah, I guess you'd see a hole in it if it were just two zeros superimposed. It's not and, it's not or, it's not exclusive or. Something has changed. Is it mirrored from the center? Is that how I'm supposed... Oh! There's always been a dot at the beginning of the sequence. So the fact that there's a dot in the middle means the sequence is going out from the middle. This is just exclusive OR with the with the palindrome, or not with the palindrome, with the reverse. So it wouldn't be that. Would be that. Would be that, and it's gonna be symmetric. I'm going from the outside in. Yes. 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 No. I lost track of where I was. 1, 2, 3. 1. No. No. And yes. I needed to realize that, like, the overlap in the middle, it goes past that. Okay, so it's both overlapping and I'm reading the reverse of it. So 1 and 0, or 1 or 0, 1 XOR 0 is 1. 1 XOR... Wait, what? I'm so confused. One XOR... Is it 1 or 0 there? It's like, it's superimposed, but I don't know which order. I guess I can just flip it later if I interpret it wrong. But I don't know how I would... I don't know how I would judge what it is from one direction versus another. Yes, yes. Yes. There we go. Wonder if there was some logic to that I didn't catch. Like, how was I supposed to know when it was superimposed? I guess it's just not obvious to me. It didn't matter for the middle one, but for this one right here, I mean, would it have accepted the other answer? Yeah, it would have accepted either. Okay, that's the answer. That's the reason. It was willing to accept either interpretation. I guess I like that more than the possibility that it had only one interpretation, but I wish it had been uniquely able to be interpreted. I mean, I appreciate that they accepted both. Well, I mean, even in The Witness, even if there were puzzles where you could have more than one solution, there was only one valid interpretation for the rules, even if multiple solutions would satisfy those rules. That felt like something that was left up to interpretation. I'm gonna solve this and then I'm wrapping up for the night. I'm out.